These wings are so cool. Just look at them.
The habits of my heart, I can't say no. It's ripping me apart.
Why, hello everybody, it's your girl, Pat Girlsley, back at again with another video, and today, I have my pretty festive outfit on. And you're probably noticing something pretty different. I think it's quite obvious. Today, I'm on Play Wild, and I have a pretty fun and interesting video for you guys today. So you might have realized that I've already made this video, but I found 10 more things in Animal Jam Play Wild that I bet you have never noticed. These ones actually took a pretty long time to find, and some of them are pretty hidden. So without further ado, I'm going to get into the video. I hope you guys enjoy. So the first thing that I bet you've never noticed is actually a pretty cute one. So I was in Coral Canyons earlier, and I was just looking around, and then I thought I saw this kind of tiny figure, and then I looked and I saw it was this adorable gingerbread man. And upon further inspection, I found out that these are all over Jamaa. I'm not sure if I got all of them, but if you see any more that I didn't get in this video, make sure to comment down below. These guys are seriously so cute. Now, the second thing I bet you've never noticed is actually pretty basic, but I didn't really notice it until I took the time out to look, so maybe some of you haven't seen this one. But basically, all of the animals have shadows. You can see other people's shadows, and depending on which way you face and turn, you can actually see like the little outline of all your items. This one's just so detailed, I really like this feature. And the third thing I bet you've never noticed on Animal Jam Play Wild is actually a pretty cool one. So basically, Siberian horses have these particle effects where if you watch the trail they leave, they'll change and kind of have these little effects no matter where they go. It's kind of hard to explain, but you'll see in the video. So the fourth thing I bet you've never noticed on Animal Jam Play Wild is that the Sapphire shop shines just like the diamond shop does. If you actually look, anything that's sapphire in the whole store will shine. It basically goes from left to right, like outside it'll shine in kind of this wave pattern, and then inside it goes from the start of the room to the very end. This is honestly really cool, and I love the attention to detail that everything in Play Wild has. So the fifth thing that I bet you've never noticed on Animal Jam Play Wild is actually a pretty funny one. So basically, when you walk over ice, your animal's legs do something that's pretty hilarious. I think this one's better that you just watch what happens. So the sixth thing you've never noticed on Animal Jam Play Wild is that you can actually see a reflection in any still body of water. This doesn't really work for crystal sands because the water's moving, but in anything like the lands I'm about to show you, you can see your reflection and other people's. It depends on the way you're facing, and you kind of have to be the same way that the shadows are, but this one's actually pretty cool. Seventh thing I bet you've never noticed on Animal Jam Play Wild is actually a pretty funny thing that you can do with the Jamaliday Jam. This one's pretty self-explanatory, so I'm just gonna leave you guys to watch. Jam Playwild is actually that there's just this little sparkly thing that just kind of sits in Jamaa at the very top by the mirror statue. I don't exactly know what it does or if it's supposed to be there, but it's actually kind of funny. Usually when there's sparkles, it means that there's supposed to be a fact there, which I mentioned in my last Things You Never Noticed video, but those sparkles don't really do anything. Either way, I kind of like them there. The ninth thing you've never noticed in Animal Jam Playwild is that when you go under the decorative lights in Jamaa, it'll actually turn you the color of the lights. The ones to the farthest right actually turned me red, and the ones to the left turned me like orange or green, pretty much just a darker color. This one's actually pretty cool, but when I went to Coral Canyons to try out the other lights, it didn't work. So I think this one might only work for Jamaa. Either way, I really like this one. So the last but not least 10th thing that you have never noticed in Animal Jam Playwild is that in Gabys Animal Hospital, they actually decided to change some of the paintings and art that are on the wall. But the one thing that they kept is actually pretty interesting. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but to me it kind of looks like a baby Groot. Wait guys, that is not it. I still have some honorable mentions I wanted to include in this video that didn't exactly make my list because I didn't think they were super special, but I do think are still interesting. So I hope you enjoyed these few things I noticed that I hope you haven't noticed as well. The first honorable mention is actually that there's this beam of light in Zyos that you can stand in and it will show up in your animal. I'm not really sure what you would do with this, but it'd probably be good for a photo. The second honorable mention is that in Coral Canyons, if you go under the little cliff part, your animal turns green from the shadow, and you can see a reflection in the water. This one's actually pretty cool. Once again, would be a nice photo. The third honorable mention is that in Appendale, you can actually climb the tree. It doesn't look like it, but if you walk up the back, you can actually get to the very top of it. You can do this in Animal Jam, but I actually didn't think to climb it because it's not as obvious on Playwild. The fourth and final honorable mention is that when you go into the Wild Explorers tent and you move closer to the Phantom, it puffs up and acts all scared. This works for anybody, as you can see with the wolf. It started puffing up even if I wasn't over there. Well, that pretty much wraps everything up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you saw something that you've never noticed before. Comment down below if there's anything you think I missed, or how many you actually didn't notice. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. Join the meme family. We are 33,000 and strong. Bye guys!